everybody. Today I'm going to show you how I did the invitation for my sister's baby shower. This is it right here. I know I said in my video earlier this week that I was going to show how I did this, and here it is. So let's get started. What I'm going to start off with is a regular A2 size card, which, as most of us know, is a 5.5 by 4 1/4. Take my bone folder here and get a nice crisp line going. And for these wavy parts, I got the idea for this card from Kristina Werner, who is a favorite among us card makers and video tutorial watchers. She had a card and it was a baby card. I changed mine up a bit, but I did like the I guess I don't know what else to call it, but the little wavy thing, whatever. Anyway, she has a template on her blog that you can print off so you can cut your own, which is basically what I did. And I can include a link to that on my blog and my Facebook page. But these are the templates here. Oops, sorry. These are the templates here. This is for the outer, for the chocolate chip cardstock that I use, and this is for the inner, for the I think it's called citrus turquoise cardstock that I use. And basically all I did was I cut it to size, and then I just followed the pattern, and I ended up with my two pieces of cardstock here. I have the turquoise and the chocolate, and they fit quite nicely inside of each other. So there's that. I used, for the message on the turquoise piece, I used a stamp set that's been long ago retired from Stampin' Up. It's called Cuddles and Tickles. I used the sentiment as well as the It's a Boy, because my sister's having a boy. I stamped it with just some white pigment ink. And then I covered it in some white embossing powder. Oops. Getting rid of some excess there. There you have that. And I just embossed it using my heat tool. Next, I took some Tempting Turquoise and my trusty sponge, and I sponged the edges just to give it a little bit more depth of color. I'll stick that aside. The next thing I have is the onesie, and I just got this off, I just printed it from online. It was some free clip art, and I printed it onto some very vanilla cardstock. And the way I printed it, I used it on the photo printing thing, and I printed it into wallet size. So I got 9 onesies on one 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock. And then I just used my super sharp cutter bee scissors and I cut it out. So I'm going to stamp the It's a Boy on there in chocolate chip. And then I'm going to sponge these edges with a little Tempting Turquoise also. Okay. Next, I'm going to take my brown piece, or my chocolate chip piece here, and then I'm going to mount or adhere the turquoise piece to that. And for this, I am going to break out my trusty, my other favorite tool of choice these days, my Stampin' Up! Glue stick. Okay. Next, I am going to take a piece of chocolate chip ribbon. It's just a piece of ribbon from, it's from Stampin' Up, but it's been retired, and I just had it, so I decided to use it for this. And I just tied it into a knot. And I'm making sure that that knot goes more towards the left side than the right, because this knot is going to go right over our message, like that. I'll grab my tape. I'm just going to tape the back because I don't, the ribbon is kind of thick and I don't want it to go anywhere. And I'm afraid with adhesive it might not stick down the way I would like for it to. So I just use some tape. There's that. Next, I'm just going to adhere the whole thing down to the card. As soon as I find my adhesive. Also going to put a little double stick tape down just because I'm a little bit concerned about that ribbon sticking down to the card really well. And I did that with all of them. I just put a little double stick tape. So right now I'm just, you know, lining it all up, making sure everything is even, and it looks to be that way. And now I'm going to put my little onesie on, get my Stampin' Dimensionals. Okay, and I just adhere my onesie down right on the card like that. And there's the card. The next thing that I have is the envelope to go with it. And I like things to coordinate. So I have just a vanilla envelope. I'm not exactly sure where I got them. I got a bunch of them. But I also got this onesie stamp. It was like in the dollar bin at Michael's. And so I was going to buy a whole stamp set just to get one onesie. And I happened to find that one by itself. And it was only $1. So I was like majorly excited. Anyway, so I just take that and just stamp it on the corner of the envelope on the outside. And then I took my Tempting Turquoise Stampin' Right marker. And I just colored in, here I'll get a little bit closer for you so you can see that. And I just colored in the edges here, just around the trim. I'm trying really hard to be careful. And because the end of my marker has a really fine point on it, it's kind of helping me with this staying in the lines thing. So there's that. There it is right there. I hope you enjoyed this quick little tutorial. If you have any questions, as usual, you can drop me a line on my Facebook page or on my blog. And yeah, that's it. Thanks so much. Until next time, happy stamping.